Oh, Gilbert Arenas. Oh, Gilbert Arenas. Here he goes. He says OKC Thunder's championship won't be remembered in 10 years. Am I right? People don't hardly remember your NBA career. So you had that 60-point game, and Phil Jackson and Kobe both said you shot the ball too much. Phil Jackson saying someone shooting the ball too much. That's almost like a crackhead saying, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Really? You got the audacity to say that they won't be remembered. It's something about Shea Kirker Alexander. It's something about Shea SGA that people are so polarized by. What did he do? He's a guard. I understand the disdain for Giannis because he's just all physical, posterize you, and he can play, but he doesn't really have, he's just a meat and potatoes kind of cat. And but he's also like a throwback, but he's kind of meat and potatoes. I get that. Don't really appeal. And Jokic, who has incredible skills, but they're just not really his talent is, but they just don't really hit like that. But you got a perimeter guy in Shea. He did something where he's in Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal territory. That's rare. That's all-time greatness right there. And you gonna tell me the team won't be remembered? And you say Tyrese Halliburton shot is the only thing that's gonna be remembered? You are a hater of the first order. Of course, people remember who wins these championships. There's always somebody. I mean, I remember when the Bullets and the Sonics won back 70, 79, and that didn't have no fanfare, but it did have fanfare because people remembered. It did carry weight. Always people gonna remember who wins a championship, you know. But it's just that, he talking about small markets. That's the same mess that Stephen A. Smith. That's why they all part of the same old hateful click club. These cats aren't about basketball. They're about peeling and appealing. They may as well be some pole dancers because that's what they be doing. They pole dancing. We're talking about the best of the best. We ain't talking about the models and what have you. OKC was the best team from start to finish. Indiana was the January onward. They were the two best teams going. I'm sorry it didn't turn out what you want, but what do you want? You want basketball or do you want a fashion show? You want the two best teams or do you want models on the runway? And I'm sorry, because your old models that you got are old. They're not going to win unless there's some funny business going on. They're not winning. You got what you get. You got what you got. You got what you get. You got what you got. And OKC is a nice young team, the second youngest team to win a chips and Mountaineering, what have you. You should be ecstatic. You know, these old played out jive turkeys who want old teams and what they grew. The game has evolved. Now I don't like a lot of stuff that I see, but I'm gonna tell you like this: OKC was that good. There is no questions about it. Shea is that good. Lou Dart is good. Chad Holmgren is the one that comes up. If Chad Holmgren can get his game in the next 2 years, they're gonna win 2 or 3 more rings. They got a chance to win a couple more rings, at least another one. And I don't see too much in the West that's necessarily gonna get in their way. I just don't. Not if they're healthy and motivated. But I wouldn't. I mean, I know it's gonna be a long shot because Tyrese ain't coming back no time soon. But I wouldn't even mind if it was a rematch. I really wouldn't. I like to see young teams, people going. It's about the next generation. Gilbert Arenas was just some old soggy jive turkey who at best was a second tier player in his peak, his prime. He was never on the front line. So all he done is give some comments. They actually got some publications that's calling this turkey a legend. I mean, his Kanye West 50 Cent troll jobs are hilarious. But his actual game, it ain't that memorable. If you watch a good 5-10 minute reel on YouTube, that's about it. And his most memorable was against the Lakers in that game back in 2009. That's about it. He took a bow. That turkey, that old chunky chip Sahoy jive turkey head turkey ain't got nothing that's memorable. Except player hate. Talk a lot. Talking loud and saying nothing like James Brown said. But these old onion ring fungus head turkeys are listening to this turkey like he gonna say something deeper. He ain't saying nothing. He just a player hater. He wishes he had Shay's problems. Except Shay is in rarefied company. You know. So Don't listen to that old orangutan, that onion head turkey, Gilbert Arenas. OKC will be remembered. That was impressive. They won 68 games. You know, they had a great defensive team. Stephen A. Smith was talking about they won't be remembered, but their defense. Well, hey, that's part of winning chips, yo. Defense wins championships. They won 68 regular season games. They had the guy who was the regular season MVP, scoring champion, Western Conference Finals MVP, and the MVP. I think that when you're in rarefied company, I think in the words of Jeopardy, what is Shea Grace Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder for 500 big ones? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, and avoid them onion head turkeys like Gilbert Arenas. I'm out. Peace.